We're going to talk more about this now with our Jerusalem correspondent, Irris Makler. Irris, tell us a bit more about this very controversial decision.
Controversial landmark decision about an issue that's really been tearing Israel apart and its politics apart for decades now. So this is an exemption for young ultra-Orthodox men who are not required to fight. And what the High Court said, Israel's Supreme Court, its highest court, said was that this was discrimination, and in a time of war, discrimination of the worst kind, because there's a whole group of young men who don't take the risk, that is the risk of losing their lives. So that was their overall decision. There's also a component which is that there will not be funding for these young men, either for them to study or for their schools, if they do not go and are not drafted. And I think one of the reasons for this right now is actually the October the 7th attacks and the war with Gaza, which has exposed the manpower shortage in the IDF, in Israel's military. So we've learned during this court case what the actual numbers of young ultra-Orthodox men in the military are, and it's about 700 a year. Just to give you an idea, there's more than 60,000 eligible young men. So that's not a large proportion, and it is compulsory for everyone else. And today the court has come down with this decision in this hugely important case.
So, Irris, what's the likelihood that this decision could have an effect on Benjamin Netanyahu and his government?
There is a likelihood. Let's just start with the ultra-Orthodox themselves. The ultra-Orthodox and religious parties to whom this is a hugely emotive issue, they say that they want to pray rather than to fight, and it's their prayers that are protecting the people of Israel. I think that's the best summary of the young men that I've spoken to over the past week. So it's very emotive for them, and they are about 1/3 of this government, of the various coalitions. That's their numbers. But it's not just that. It's that because of this war, we now hear dissenting voices from within the Likud party. So that's the party Benjamin Netanyahu leads. They say they're not going to vote in favour of an exemption at this time. So the vote may not be passed. And because of its huge importance to the ultra-Orthodox parties, then it is a possibility that they will leave. I have heard discussions saying that they know they may not get a more friendly government towards them in the future, but this is something they can't live with, and it is possible that they would leave.
All right, Irris, thanks for that. That's France 24's Irris Makler reporting live from Jerusalem.